Hey everybody, this is Chris Phillips, and this is episode 1 of the OWT Podcast. And what is this podcast about? It's about Mars, baby, and that's where I'm going, and that's where humanity's going. Now, basically, what I'm here to promote is the Mars One Project. And Mars One Project is these guys from Norway, and they are trying to send, starting with about 4 people to Mars to start colonization. And the trick here is it's a one-way ticket, baby. There ain't no coming back. And I am all about that. A lot of people are like, nope, I want a return trip or there's no dice. Me, I think it shows dedication and, what it's really going to take to start colonizing and seeding other planets and terraforming and getting back into the space race for the greater good. Now, why I want to go is because I believe this is a declaration of humanity in order to responsibly go out into the universe and interact with other planets, other life forms, whether they be intelligent or not. And I truly think that it is in our best interests to do this. So I am on board full force. My personal goals now, as far as since this whole thing has come up and why I'm starting this podcast, is it's kind of a catalyst to get myself back in tune with the earth and the universe, start taking better care of my body. I've already gone on a nice strict diet of blending, juicing, a lot of raw foods. Want to learn to tailor my diet towards what's going to be available for us on Mars. I mean, we're probably growing complex algae or hydroponically growing stuff. So I'm going to start tuning my body for that, as well as benefiting from this great cleanse. I've stopped drinking, so wagons east. I'm on the wagon, baby. I'll come out to a bar, but I ain't going to be doing shots, I tell you that. I was actually out at the bar last night, and I didn't drink a drop. I was drinking water. All right. Talked about my goals. Now we're going to talk about the letter that really struck this whole thing off for me and took me there, basically. What it's saying is, this is from the Mars One group, and it says, I am in the running. They've already been whittling down some of these applications during this process, and I believe I've got a dead ringer. I've got a good background, a decent head on my shoulders. Yeah, I'm a bit nuts, but you got to be nuts to go out on a job like this. And between being 6 years salvage and doing commercial diving, and now learning about the culinary arts, I think I'm a good fit. So I'm really excited about this, and this podcast is going to hopefully get my name out there to the right people and convince you guys that I'm the right man for the job, whether I'm the first foot down or the 27th foot down or the 100th foot. It doesn't matter. I want to go. I want to get off world. I think it's just going to be great. Let's talk about this guy, Dr. Robert Zubrin. He's a fantastic man, and he is really pushing. He's been using the governmental side of things like NASA and all this, and they've been cutting him dead short. Problems with dealing with governments trying to do this space program. I mean, hell, they shut ours down anyways. So let's get a couple inspiring words from Dr. Robert Zubrin.
We're at a crossroads today. We either muster the courage to go, or we risk the possibility of stagnation and decay.
Now, stagnation in the cave. I believe we are there, people, and we need to get these politicians to pull their heads out of their asses or just get out the way, because it's getting ridiculous. There's been the last couple of years, Europe is in total turmoil. America, everybody's fighting with each other. They don't even know why they're fighting. It's the biggest bunch of bullshit, bogus arguments. And the bottom line is it's money. Money is, and the banksters and the corporate, big wigs and the politicians that they puppeteer are absolutely the problem. And they are going to be the ones to possibly make this not even possible and make it not a a viable mission. So let's start getting ourselves into a new paradigm of thought. I already believe I'm in a different paradigm of thought through my own experiences, which is another reason why I think I should be going on this mission. I'll be getting into further detail as the podcasts go along. Also, this is only episode 1, so they're going to get better. They're going to get more smooth. I'm going to have better numbers for you, better information. And I really want to get questions from people. I want to get emails. I want to get comments. Funny stuff. Let's do scenarios. Let's do topics. Anything that you can think of. Let's have fun with it. Let's have serious conversations. I also plan on getting out there and doing a couple field trips, like maybe going to Titusville to actually visit the NASA launch pads. So if there's anybody out there that knows anybody or is somebody, give me a ring-a-ding-ding on the old interweb. And some of the other segments and topics I'm going to be bringing up as we go along is food and sustainability, which is a big one because I'm already on a massive juice diet, and I think that's how we need to start building ourselves up, and because we're going to be doing a lot of synthesized food, I believe, as well as amped up plant food, doing hydroponics, super algae, anything like that. Also, another point of this podcast is I am trying to not only promote myself and Mars One, but there's also other groups like SpaceX as well as Virgin Galactic. And a fun story about Virgin Galactic is Leonardo DiCaprio just bought 2 seats on the Galactic space plane. And basically what he did is he auctioned off the seat next to him to give to some other charities or benefits, anything like that. And so some guy ponied up about $1 million, $1.5 million to ride not only in the space plane, but ride next to Leonardo DiCaprio, which I think is really cool. He's using his clout to push a good program, in my opinion. And he's also given money to good causes as well. So suck on that, you Republicans. Yeah, and don't get it twisted. I'm not a Democrat either. So, like I said, different paradigms of thought, people. All right, some of the fun stuff that, I'm a big sci-fi fan, and I like to nerd out, get my nerd on, and, I'll do space movie reviews. I'm amped up. I want to see what, Hollywood's always cooking up some of the brightest ideas and some of the most outlandish. And, like, for example, I just watched Red Planet and Mission to Mars back to back. And as far as, action adventure and kind of, type storyline, I think Red Planet's a little bit better. And but Mission to Mars has definitely more of a scientific appeal. Their science behind the plot line is a little bit better, but the music is god awful. It's unbelievably terrible. I can't even stand it. It was ruining the movie. It was so bad, and some of the acting was really terrible. Gary Sinise had this cringing look on his face. He always looked like he was going to shit his pants. But, I guess in space, when you're in a spacesuit all the time, you're possibly going to have to shit all the time, or you're going to be shitting yourself. That's just a fact of life. Going to have to get over that. And that's some of the other fun topics and things that a lot of people aren't thinking about when they romanticize this whole Mars mission. We're going to be talking about all kinds of documentaries. I brought up Mars Underground with Dr. Zubrin, and there's plenty of others. You just go on YouTube, you Google search. There's loads of good information out there. Definitely go check it out. Tell me about other ones that you've seen. Let's share all this kind of information. Let's get the ideas flowing. Let's get it on the base level for the average Joe as well as the smart elite. Other things that could be fun to bring up is like the Mars Book Club. And it's basically like, what would you bring? Top 5 books that you would bring out to Mars with you, because you're going to have a lot of time on your hands when you're not busy working and maintaining life support. And I would take my Masashi Muyo collection of the Book of Five Rings and Hagakure, basically the way of the samurai. I mean, some good philosophy in there to keep you motivated and keep you on the righteous path, as well as You know, some people might not like this, but I'm a fan of David Wilcock, and he wrote a really thick, gnarly book called The Sourcefield Investigations, and that's going to take some time to read. So I'm going to take that one as well. And I got a list of other ones, and we'll get into more of that as we go along. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 11 minutes. This one's coming to a head pretty quick. Hopefully I'm not speaking too fast. I'm all amped up talking to you guys. So, what else can we talk about? Well, I think for this one, this is pretty much the outline for it, and I hope it's been educational yet entertaining for you guys, and that's going to be the plan here. I don't want to keep it too stiff and too rigid, but it's going to be fun, and I'm taking this very seriously. As you may notice, I cuss, and I cuss a lot, but you do salvage for 6-7 years, and you try and not cuss as much as I do, so good luck with that. And in that, I leave you with one of my favorites, covered by my favorites, Rocket Man by Maynard James Keenan. I hope you guys enjoy. At least not yet, anyways.